Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go live. This is Matchmaking Boutique by Natalie Kaval. Hello, everybody who is watching and listening to our live stream. Please welcome guests. We have wonderful ladies talking with us today. And the subject that we are going to discuss is how to look attractive for Ukrainian lady. Ukrainian women will share their suggestions, will share their opinions, and you will hear first-hand thoughts on what you can do to look great and to to start your communication with the woman of your dream that you like so much on the photographs. What do Ukrainian women find attractive in the man's looks? What does a man's picture say to a woman, and what she pays attention to in his looks when she's looking at his pictures? And when they go on a date, what does his style say to her? How men and women adapt their looks when they become a couple, depending on their aesthetic tastes, where they live, and what they do together. We have a saying in Russian and Ukrainian, встречают по одежке, провожают по уму. It means in English that when we meet people, we look at their clothes. When we say goodbye to them and make friends with them, we judge them by their intellect, by their emotional intellect, and by many other important things. And style and clothes then does matter. So, what can somebody do to look really attractive to Ukrainian women? My name is Natalia Koval. I'm an international matchmaker with hundreds of happily married couples between Ukrainian women, foreign men, and great experience in this area. And I want to share this experience with you guys and make your love story stronger and absolutely possible. Today, to discuss the subject of looks, I have invited the most attractive and stylish women to our stream. These women are clients of the Matchmaking Boutique, and if you want to see them and know who they are, write me a personal message to WhatsApp. My number is, I'm writing in the post, is +3806723208003. And I will show it here. As well as I will show, we already start getting messages from guys, and I will be displaying them so we can save more time when we are talking. And I would like to introduce the women quickly. So our guests are Elena, a superstar, a great DJ. She is a very attractive woman with who catches a lot of attention and pays attention to the way men looks. Olga, she sees people every day, and looking at the person, she can say who he is, what he does, and probably the whole story of a man. Um, and Olga is a hot, tall brunette with bright eyes, very definite lips, and an amazing beauty. Now we are having Marina, who is petite, like uh, like delicious French croissant. She's very thin and very fine cut. And when you look at this woman, you see how bright her eyes are, and you just dive into those eyes and get lost there. Elenita is a temperamental blonde who's got the great charisma, wonderful Ukrainian looks, and amazingly great personality. And Natalia, very sporty, very fine cut, very elegant lady, long black hair, great eyes, and a body to die for. So, well, when you see their profiles, you'll know what I'm talking about. But now let's talk to this week. Here are some of the messages that the gentlemen are writing. And the first question is perfectly fine with the subject. And do women really judge men from their pictures? Well, let's start, ladies. Elena,
Hi
when you
everyone, nice to see you this evening. Well, I think yes, we both do this. Uh, Despite my deep thought that inner qualities are more important always, yeah, and as Natalie said, first you judge people from their appearance, but then you finally may say them goodbye because of their brains. Yeah, that's true, but anyway, we spend time with each other, and I want to spend time with a good looking man. Yes, of course we judge pictures as men do.
what about you, Olga? When you look at a man's profile, and well, specifically when you look at his pictures, because profile is another thing, what do you look at first in the overall image?
I want to answer that I'm not judging men from their pictures, but good profile picture is very important. When I look into his Facebook or profile picture, I pay attention to his style. And I have really seen inappropriate pictures with a bottle of beer, uh, with the half of woman on this picture, cut picture man and half of woman. I think this is a little bit stupid to make such pictures.
Oh, thank you so much for these comments, really. What about, are you done, or you want to say something else?
No, I'm done.
Okay, cool. What about you, Marina? What do you notice when you see the guy's profile?
Well, first of all, I would like to say hello for everybody. And regarding the pictures, profiles, etc., I personally try to perceive the whole picture, not the separate things, but the whole. Yes, it is style. Yes, it is how the hairs are brushed and every detail, because I'm the person which take attention to details. I really like to pay attention for them, but then I, like a painter, make my own picture of a man, and it's include not only the picture, but sometimes I feel energy which goes from picture, and it is also important, like to have brightness in the eyes or some smile on the face. Yes, hearty smile on the face, and it's really important for me.
Thank you. Thank you for your opinion. How about you, Elena?
So I would like to greet gentlemen and ladies. Hello. And from my side, in our digital time, when we try to reach to each other, first of all, we meet each other in the internet mostly. And the picture is the first impression. And of course, it's like a first step of our search. It's very important to look on the picture and try to understand what is the personality, who it is, how is your character, his hobbies. So yes, pictures are very important. And my personal experience was when I met one man in the internet. He sent me some pictures on the beach, and I was not impressed with his appearance, really. When I went to his Facebook page, I saw his pictures from photo session, professional photo session, which translates his character, his good appearance, and I really was very impressed. So my recommendation to gentlemen, please invest your time to do good photos.
Thank you.
Very important.
Thank you. Thank you for this comment. It is important because when we say professional photo session, it's not about Photoshop. It's not about retouching. It's about quality presentation. right? So
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, this
Be-
quality presentation speaks for itself, and yeah, presents the guy the best way possible. How about you, Natalie?
Excuse me. Good evening.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, good evening, everybody. I was thinking that about the job of a professional photographer. What makes a professional professional? We all make pictures nowadays, selfies and pictures of our friends. We all know how to do it. We all have our phones and cameras. It's easy. But what makes it professional? Uh, there are people who have a gift, a talent to catch the moment. And this moment on the picture represents the personality. It really can show you in one picture who you are. So again, I will agree with all the girls who are talking before me. It's very important to pay attention to pictures. And also, when any of us selects one, two, or three pictures out of hundreds that we have, when we select them to show to our future, whatever man or woman, we already try to show our image. That's how we want to show ourselves to other people. It's a self-presentation. So if I want to select a sad face, it means that I want to be perceived as a sad person. Yes, if I want to show myself in a swimming suit, yes, I want to show my body. Yes, and it's extremely important for me, for example, which picture a man will select. Will it be his dog or his job, or will it be his house, or just an interesting portrait with a smile? It really says already a lot about the person. So to summarize all above, I would say that the first picture is actually the first sign of your character.
Yep. Thank you, Natalie. Do you see the comment of Harry?
Yes, I'm reading it now.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
Why? But
Thank you.
excuse me, the letters are very small, so I have to concentrate to read it. And my first reaction is why? Why do we have to be a bit more forgiving? Uh, uh, really, I don't know what to answer. I
Mm, let me
hope that,
make a yep.
yeah.
Let me make a comment about it. When women, men are very visual, and they do not make any when they make judgments very fast. They swipe, and there is such a thing as a swipe syndrome. We are swiping too often, and why? It's a modern society sickness, I call it. And when people are presenting themselves well, you cannot swipe that image. Yeah, when a man is taking a picture from behind, with hair from his nostrils, with a big beer belly, it's not something that a woman wants to see. And the same guy can take a proper photo shoot, and a woman would fall in love. Yeah. So, when we are taking somebody on as a client, we are asking for both professional and amateur photographs. So it can be like a realistic image, and a woman can put together these two images and just get a better idea, because a lot of choosing is intuitive. And now I would like to have a very quick uh, okay. The Hari is making a correction. Here's what he's actually wanted to say. But when we when you're ladies, please tell us quickly, when you're looking at the profile, what certain, like, pieces of wardrobe. Say, for example, a man is wearing a tie or he's dressed casually. Try to pick up some situations when you kind of close the profile and said, no, I'm not going to meet this man. Or on the opposite, you see that actually all the writing is right, but picture is completely different. So, did you have such situations? And can you share some of this experience, Ellen?
Well, I would like to say to all the guys that really, because of bad profile picture, you can lose very good chances. It's
Yeah.
not on a question of like, you make like false appearance or something, but really, in good pictures made by professional photographer, your like face features look like 3D. We can really distinguish your look. And if you compare professional pictures, for example, to even phone photos, even with a good camera, still they look a little bit flat. And everyone with a flat faces looks worse than with professional camera. Both men and women. So professional pictures gives you like more natural and more beautiful look, more handsome. So please do it. Please make professional pictures. Really, sometimes you can just lose a very good chance with the women, and we just like skip your profile just because of bad picture. Yeah, it can happen. We are also visuals. Yes, I agree with Harry that really we can be more forgiving about appearance, but still we want a handsome man near us.
Thank you.
And, for example, as for me, I look for his energy, for his attitude. I try to read it from the picture, from portrait especially, and also maybe I notice some things like he, as Natalie mentioned, where he like casual style or maybe wearing a suit. But it's not like this, oh, casual, okay, skip it. No, it's just for me it's just part of his personality. Okay, maybe his job is like that, or he used to wear like that, or maybe he, for example, he's social active and going to some clubs, yeah, or some social activities, or maybe he is more sport and he's his lifestyle is be outdoor, for example. So it's just so your profile picture in your natural clothes help us to read your personality and to read your maybe profession, maybe like your lifestyle, actually. Yeah, lifestyle.
Elena, you were saying about personality. What elements of man's clothes tell you about his personality? Give examples.
For example, very bright clothes, some bright colors. I think, oh, very creative person. What's his job? Maybe I will be more like, I would not say afraid, but more like, maybe he's like too expressive. If too much attention, for example, all the different colors, too many like gold accessories or something. I think maybe he's a rap star or something. Um, I think if think is a picture like in bright normal colors like white, beige, blue, or green. It's look okay. He's like a normal good guy. Okay, let's try. So as for me, too much like orange, red, or something like that. I look carefully to this picture, for example. But of course, it
Because the
depends
man
on gender.
is what for you? The man is narcissistic,
Maybe he's too
or
expressive, maybe like too how to say it, maybe he has a like a creative job or something, I don't know.
and it's not for you.
Yeah, for me it's like for me it's too much, maybe too much, but of course it
Okay.
depends on general impression.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
mention some accessories, I would like many accessories, or like some very strange, too much with strange colors or strange designs, accessories. I would say like, oh, he's like a rock star or something. I'm not looking for a rock star. I'm looking for a man for a family.
Okay. Thank you. Ladies, this was an additional question. Would you, who else would like to make a comment on this? Just start talking.
Hello.
Yep, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Elenita?
No, Natalia.
So,
Come on.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Please talk.
Look, I want to share my personal experience because I think it's important. I remember the moment when I felt in love with my ex-husband. He was a Marine officer, and when I saw him in a white uniform, the tunique, it was like my brain was gone. He was a nice guy before, but after that moment, I remember it exactly. I don't know what magic does this uniform do to women. But you know, when you see this fantastic, handsome, attractive man in beautiful suits, especially if it's a military uniform, especially if it's white, and if you see the sea on the background, it does the magic. And I always thought that I'm a very reasonable person. That's not right. I'm not reasonable. I'm very romantic. I felt in love with a military uniform. So I think that this is the brightest example of how visually you can change the whole impression of the person. Finished.
Thank you. I am putting comments from gentlemen on the screen. And would you like to comment on any of those? For example, what if your photo looks beautiful, but in reality you are not so much good looking? Uh, but that's a personal perception. I would like to make a comment to Guitar Giveaway channel because um, when you we are social human beings are social creatures, and our psychology is created like this, that we are attracted to attractive looks, and we are drawn. Guys like photographs, they like magazines, they just get lost. Same about women. But the match between your imagination, that you think this person is like, then when you see what person is like, is the balance, is the right picture of personal perception. A person isn't ugly or beautiful. A person is a person. It's your perception of that person, whether you find that person attractive for yourself or not attractive. And I would like to tell the guys, do not throw judgments like she is not attractive. She is not attractive to me. Is the right comment, or I don't find the right chemistry. And I recommend doing the same for the girls. If they see like the picture, but then when they meet a guy, it's not his looks that she doesn't like. It's an overall image that isn't matching her expectations, values, or communicational skills, or overall image. And guitar guy says that rock. Hear what he says, Lena. That rock stars are good. So, Guitar Giveaway channel, send me a message. I will show Elena your picture. If you send me your picture, make sure you choose a good one. Now we slightly move to the next question, which is when you are on a date, and what does a man's style say to you, and what in his looks influences your good impression about the guy. And again, I'm asking ladies to be absolutely direct, honest, and say things as they are without any additional diplomacy. Share the stories of your dating experience when you wished a man dressed better for the date, and why, what was wrong, and when his style was perfect, and how it helped starting a relationship, or how it didn't help starting relationships. And I remind the guys that I have invited the most attractive girls that were available to talk today and they are sharing their thoughts on looks of a man, on style of a man, and everything that matters to them in this area. Write to me on my WhatsApp number a message, and here it is. And I will send you profile numbers of the ladies that are talking today, and you can find them on our website, which is possible.ua. So we continue. Let's start from the middle. Elenita, when you are on a date, what do you notice? What style of a man means to you?
Frankly speaking, I used to be on a dating and meet men which is very in the suit, good tie, good shape, good perfume. He has flowers for me or some gifts. And when I see men which was prepared for first dating, which was invested some time to be ready to meet a girl, I was proud of him. So it's very important. First impression will never repeat. And it's very important to make your woman happy and to feel also happy when man uh, shows himself in the best way. He tried to prepare the best for the first dating.
Okay. So his readiness is
Because
more
it's
important.
very important to catch attraction, to show the chemistry, and to give very positive atmosphere because it was first impression.
Of course. Now, how about you, Marina?
Sorry, my microphone was muted. Muted. Um, I would tell you about the story of one meeting in a plane. It was not a date. It was, a general flight from Prague to Kyiv. I come back to home, and in this plane near me, sitting a man from America. I don't remember from which city exactly. And we have a chat, we have a talk. And in the end of this conversation, he asked me for my phone. And I refused to give him. Why? Because on his t-shirt there was a spot from ketchup or something like that. It was dirty. And it makes me feel not very comfortable. Personally, I communicated quite polite with this man. It is okay, but I understood that if a person wearing dirty clothes, it's not very good sign of the person personality. And it's one story, and other it's opposite, a kind of opposite situation when you come to a date and meet a man and he meet with flowers or just give chocolates or something like that. It's all small gifts. Yes, it's always a pleasure to receive it, and it's a kind of sign that he interested in communication, in relations, in conversation, even first conversation. And it is important to bring something with you. It could be good impression. Sorry, a good impression. So something like that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you for for sharing your experience. It does matter. But for example, if I were you and I was talking to a guy who is like slub, who isn't well, the way that the thing that he has spots all over him means that he's just careless and he doesn't pay attention to like little things that just general overall hygiene and carefulness. And I bet there were other things in the conversation that you also didn't like. It wasn't it. I'm sure it wasn't only about the stains, right?
Probably yes, because it was several years ago. I don't remember the whole details, but the one thing which I remember, it's a spot on his t-shirt.
The answer to this for the guys is like if you see a super hot lady in a plane and you suddenly put a ketchup stain on your t-shirt, joke about it. Pay your attention to this, and the way you handle it will show you that you are aware of like general airplane clumsiness, but your sense of humor is stronger and your charisma is great. And then she may change her mind. Am I right, Maria?
Yes, I am totally agree.
Thank you. What about you, Olga? Hola? Yeah, you're coming.
Hello,
Just
do you
start
hear
talking.
me?
Yes, I hear you well.
Yes. So the most precious for me is his personality and the way he got prepared to the date with me. That's why one of his expression can be his style, also hygiene, good smell, bright eyes, smile, and I appreciate when it is obvious that the man was getting prepared to this date. So stylish look is welcome.
Okay, thank you. How about you, Elena?
Well, I agree with the girl that that date look it can tell us that he is he pays attention to this date or not, or not much. Yeah, and also uh, how much he pays attention to his appearance in general. So I think it's important to be just like normally how to say it like. Have like a normal hair, clean nails, and everything just done. Nothing special. We don't look for something special. I think just everything should be like clean and ironed and just normal, clean shoes. That's all. Guys, don't be scared too much.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. And we have one more visitor, Natalie. What about you? When
Hello.
it and yeah, please talk. And we have one more. Really good question. Please share your opinion, Natalie.
Well, I think that it's very important how a man and a woman looks on the first date. I pay attention to all the little details. Everything is important for me. If I'm interested in a person, I'm interested in everything. Sometimes I even look at the color of the socks, and sometimes it means something to me. So all the men who want to ask me out for a date, be careful. If you don't select the right color and the right shape and the right smell, probably it will be the last date. But I also can say that, when a person is charismatic, when a person is smart, when you find interesting subjects to talk, you immediately forget about the looks. Yes? Let's not be confused about the first impression and the overall impression. So, of course, if you're interested in a woman, I would suggest to wear the best clothes you have, to visit the hairdresser before you go on a date or before you make a photo session, to do all the best to show this respect to this woman, how much you want to impress her. And then, of course, show your character. Yes, and even if you've done something wrong, she will be so attracted to you, she will be so interested in you that she'll forgive you anything. It's about forgiving women.
Thank you. Sorry, Megan. I'm adding comments that resonate with what you've just said, and you've partially answered gentleman's question about what matters to you more, looks or his sense of humor and the way he communicates. But thank you for saying about the overall impression. Ladies, would you like to add something about what is more important, looks or something else?
Can I answer this question?
Please, Olga, please.
Hello. Can I answer the question? Mr. Dark Defender, everything both matters, both look and humor and personality and intelligence. Everything is very, very important.
And
that's all.
I also would like to add, because intelligent man, if he wants to show women his respect, he will be good prepared for the dating, shave, good style, because he's intelligent.
Yep. As a side note, can you spot a foreigner by his looks on the street? When you see a gentleman walking, what in his looks can immediately speak about his being not from here? Elena.
Well, I travel a lot, and as for me, for now, borders are like vanished, and we are more to our culture and social class than to our nation, like that. So, for example, if we speak about big cities, I think people from Kyiv, you can easily mix them with people from Berlin or maybe Paris sometimes, because there are some different styles, and we also I can't see we like wearing something special just only in Ukraine we can wear. I think now it's really tends to be like cosmopolitan style in every country, and also brands are we have the same brands in every city now.
How about our American friends?
Well, sometimes we can.
American.
For me, a very American look is only he wears something like cowboy boots and hat. I can't say that I can distinguish American man from his appearance.
Okay.
I think it's very difference between American men from California, from New York. As for me, I love New York. About California or Middle East, of course, it's different styles and different lifestyles.
Thank you. But now, when you see a guy wearing cowboy hat, a pin, and cowboy shoes, and coming like this on a date, what would you think?
For me, it's too extraordinary. As I mentioned before, I would ask, of course, why you wear that. Maybe you're from Texas and it's your your signature style for every day. As for me, I don't think I'm ready for a quiet village life. So I'm not sure I will date this guy anymore. But it's just personal. It's not because he's bad or something. It's just not for me. As I mentioned, I'm more New York person than Texas person.
Okay, thank you. So it makes you get to know the guy better, actually, and
yes, it helps me. It helps me know him better. For example, if he really loves yachting, some yacht accessories are welcomed. If he really loves cycling, of course, I'm not speaking about wearing cycling uniform to the date, but I think some maybe even sport shoes are welcome if it's really his signature style, if he really wears it every day and he can't imagine his life without sport. As for me, I also love sport, so I use some sport accessories in my look. Not for a date, not for a first date, but in my life, yes. I have a collection of sport shoes.
Thank you. Ladies,
accessories help.
Give us more comments on this matter, please.
Hello.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Well, I can say that you can definitely recognize the Italian man on the street. Italians have got this style. In fact, I think they've got more style than I have, and they've got more style that you need to have. But they're really different. Okay? Especially men. I cannot say this about women, but the men, you know, they spend hours in front of the mirror. They can have 10 blue shirts and they will stand there for an hour selecting between the dark blue, the light blue, marine blue, blah, blah, blah. So that's probably what makes them different. For American men, my impression is that they are actually quite sportish, generally speaking, at least compared to Ukrainian men. And they always smile. You know, maybe it's an American smile, but to me, it's very attractive because it's optimistic and it's polite to smile to a person you meet. So maybe it's not really about the clothes. Maybe it's a bit more about the manners. Yeah, how you present yourself, how you are used to present yourself. And when we talk about the first impression, it's not only the clothes. Yeah, as we've mentioned before. Well, maybe other girls can add something else about other nationalities, but I was talking only about my experience.
Thank you. Now, other girls, can you spot a foreigner? Natalie, yes, I agree with you about Italian guy, but it also means the personality because Italian guy like receiving a lot of attention, and that's why they uh, take so much care of their looks, of their overall beauty, or handsomeness, attractiveness, and they like compliments. And they are good for women who like giving that whose love language is giving compliments. And then it's a balance. And yeah, we can spot Italian guy when he's walking on the streets. We can spot American guy when he's walking on the streets just by little minor things. It's really hard to explain, but in my experience, yeah, Americans are obviously wearing cowboy hats and boots. Some are wearing specific brands, like um, uh, gosh, what is it? Lina, help me. What kind of
Gap.
brands?
I
Yeah,
think the favorite
yeah,
American brand is Gap.
yeah. We have Gap, but it's not as popular as it is in America. And well, it's better when a man is wearing at least Armani or Armani Exchange, right? Then he's wearing Gap. It just looks more handsome. That's my look at guys at what they wear and make a judgment. Uh, yes, chemistry is very important, and we do look at each other, but then we do feel chemistry. I agree with you, Guitar. And here's another comment. Ladies, would you like to say anything else before we go to the next question? And we are almost done. We have one more question.
Natalie,
Yes, Elenita, please.
about chemistry, may I add, because I'm a
Yes.
doctor, so the pheromones are produced when people feel attraction to each other. So,
And they feel
gentlemen, please.
attraction when they like what they see.
Yes, gentlemen, please try to be well prepared
Thank you.
for first dating. Don't be lazy. It's very important because we are mirror of each other. If lady cares about her appearance, her outfit, her smile, good mood, please also take care about you, please.
Marina, would you like to add anything else?
I just like to say that in winter it's easier to understand who is foreigner, who is not, because usually foreigners are wearing more light clothes comparing to our people.
Severe
So
climate.
Yes, yes, it's true.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah. Well noticed. Seriously. Thank you. Well, now we move to our last question. But I remind you, gentlemen, that the ladies are real and they are for real and they are true clients. So if you want to see who is there, write me on WhatsApp and I will send you the list of profile numbers who are here. And I have a comment from one of the from Ken that he doesn't see names of the ladies. They are there, but when I'm putting comments on the screen, it's taken away the names, and I'm sorry about that. That's a little inconvenience, but it is what it is. So the next question is: do you adapt your style to a man's taste when you are dating, when you are already a couple? Uh, there are cases when girls give up on their high heels and sexy skirts, or on the opposite, men ask them to wear different types of clothes because it makes him feel good and he likes her more. Do you suggest to go shopping together and pick up clothes you like for the man, or you think it's inappropriate? And what do you think of his suggestions on picking clothes for you? There are also situations when you have to wear certain clothes. For example, I was recently got a match, and the man is originally from Egypt. He lives in the United States, but they traveled together to Egypt to meet his family, his friends, and travel together. And the lady was deliberately wearing long dresses because this is what culture means. She was also tying the shawl on her head to look respectful to his family. This isn't how she dresses in Ukraine, but this is how she made up herself to fit the community. So, is it appropriate to change the style of your partner? What do you think about it? Let's talk about this. Natalie.
Well, that's a difficult question because when two people meet and start living together, they start changing each other in a good or in a bad way. They change each other's characters, they change habits. So of course they may change the style of the clothes. You know, it's like a small example of a global thing. I'm not against changing somebody and I'm not against changing myself, but I would say that the main word is appropriate. Yes, if there is a need, I don't mind. If it's highly important for my partner, I don't mind. But I also expect that if it's important for me, my partner will respect it and will let me stay the way I am. So it's all about compromise and common sense.
Thank you. That's a sound opinion. Thank you. How about you, Eleanor?
Well, for me, I think the most important is motivation. Um, after motivation under the wish to change my style. Maybe it's just a friendly suggestion with respect, and maybe in a bad case, it may be like maybe some jealousy that, oh, don't show anything to other men, or be like modest or shy. It's like that, yeah. Or maybe it's another thing, yeah. To show you, like, to show your woman to everyone, for everyone to be jealous to you. And I would be afraid in both cases. I think they are both like awareness for me of some psychological problem. If really he insisted, very much insisting, like, don't wear that, of course he may say like, oh, I don't I don't like much this dress. But if I say, okay, I really, I like this dress, and if he never come back to this dialogue, that's fine. If it's just like easy suggestion, if really he is insisting, it may be, it's not a problem itself. Of course, problem is not dress. Problem is what behind this talk.
Thank you.
So I don't see a problem in suggestion clauses itself. Like together shopping, it could be good experience to know each other better, to see you as a team, how you work in some situation. For example, it doesn't matter it's choosing clothes for me or choosing clothes for him. I think it could be helpful and very interesting activity to see each other in communication. And to see each other taste, of course.
I do suggest shopping together and picking up clothes together for a couple that is becoming strong couple, because it's really revealing a lot of things about the personality. The way people spend money, it has to be the same when the couple is strong. Now, personal tastes and what people express with the clothes they buy, because as social creatures, we do send an image to the world with the clothes we wear, regardless of not well, regardless of what we wear. It is a message, and people read it, and people understand, and they make judgment about it, and it really connects couple. Or if they seriously disagree about spending money, the way they spend money, the type of brands they like or dislike, and it's like becomes categoric. It's not a match. And the sooner people realize it, the more time they can dedicate to finding the right match. And finding somebody who is with you on the same page on all these matters. Um, Olga, what do you think of somebody suggesting you to change your style when you are together?
There is no man before who suggested to change my style, because my previous boyfriend liked my style a lot and he asked for advice for him. He was asking for my advice. As for the changing, I think nobody wants to be changed under pressure. That's why it's okay for girlfriend maybe to give a hint, but I personally, me, I wouldn't risk to change him in a rude way.
Thank you.
I mean, if
You
I
don't
don't
do
like
it.
his look, I will tell about this in a polite way.
Of course, that's the only way you can address. And
Yes. I mean, without the pressure to change.
yeah, thank you. How about you, Elenita?
I'm totally agree because it's very important to request change without some demanding. Some changing could be to make each other more happy if it's personal decision of each other. But totally, it's good idea to go together for shopping, to help each other, to buy some clothes, to make some suggestions. But it's very important to keep own boundaries. Yes, to respect each other and don't demand this.
Thank you. Thank you. In my experience, I've seen ladies improving, very naturally improving the style of their man, uh, for men to look younger and better, and to emphasize their attractiveness with the clothes, because men actually don't attach a lot of attention to image before, but when he's got a wife that is younger and she wants him to look younger, she's making an effort in that area, and it worked, and men really loved it. Also, they lost weight just naturally because she was cooking for him. Also, they both look the same, even though there is like a with in some couples like serious considered age difference, and in some couples not. But people kind of blend together when they live together. They start looking alike. They start kind of some people purposefully agree on this, and some people kind of unconsciously change their style to more like calm brands, calmer designs. For example, like women, some women give up very high heels when they move to America because it's just not comfortable. Nobody walks like this. Only Russian parties or let's say Las Vegas or something, or Hollywood Boulevard. But ladies, tell me more. Marina, what's your opinion on that? What's your opinion on is it acceptable to adapt or suggest some certain adaptation of a style depending on a partner?
Firstly, I think that this question is appropriate when the people are together. Yes, if it is first or second date, to say that you are not in the right clothes, it is not okay. Secondly, if there are people together and it is in a kind of way, let's have an experiment, let's try to wear something new, it would be nice. Yes, it like other girls said that it is very important what is behind the man's suggestion. And if it is quite pressing, I think that it is touch personal borders, first of all. And secondly, it means that man didn't accept the woman which is near him. And it is sign for woman to understand that it is probably not the right man. So it's again, it's everything, any communication regarding the change in clothes, it is a kind of yes, game, but it is game with very hot spots around you.
Thank you. Thank you for this analogy. Yeah. Natalie, would you like to add anything to this?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Hello. Well, I can only say that it really depends on the couple. You know, some people will look completely differently. I mean, they will be dressed completely differently, but they will be happy in their marriage. And some people will look like twins and they will be happy again. So it really depends on the couple. And, you know, it's up to each couple to decide how they want to live. You know, who is going to change whom. The most important thing is that both have to be happy with this decision.
Yeah. And you know, people that are self-sufficient, that are confident in themselves, they don't need much change. They organically mold with each other because they are match. And well, yeah, sometimes they play role games and they wear some fun stuff together. And it is about personality. So thank you, ladies, for saying that. Thank you for your comments and thank you for your sincere opinions today. I'm finishing today's meeting altogether, and I will remind you that the ladies here are true. They are for real. They are real clients of Matchmaking Boutique Possible. Possible.ua is the website that proves that love, family, and happiness are totally possible when you wish to achieve it. Keep subscribed to our channel and join our live streams, join our discussions, and speak up your thoughts on different matters because people who are watching it, they are checking what's going on in the dating game, let's call it like this. And first they learn how it works and then they go for it themselves. But I'm sharing positive ideas, good experiences, things that make you stronger. Not the criticism, but suggestions, thoughts, and true opinions of absolutely real ladies who are our clients. I love people I work with. I absolutely wish to help every person who comes to me to find their right match. And I'm really genuine about it. You know, guys. And I wish you to create your own unique love story and make love, family, happiness possible. Thank you for watching.